What is up? What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're actually finishing the 500 bottom end. Everything's going to be together today, minus the oil pan, because the oil pan's getting the bung welded on still. So here's what we got. Alright, I made a video us installing the timing chain. It took us like 6 hours because we had wrong timing chain and all that stuff. So we got timing or cam in, timing chain on, got it degreed. It's 110. I got the cam button in, and that's essentially where we stopped. Now I'm gonna do a full price breakdown so you can kind of replicate this, letting you know it's a Mopar. It's very expensive for a stock block thing. I never thought I'd spend this much money on a stock block, but here we are. Hopefully it'll fly. The goal with this, it's 498 cubic inches. It's getting the on-3 billet wheel 107 millimeter turbo. Got Indy heads, stock out of the box, easy heads. It is on Holley EFI. It's got a good turbo converter from PTC, and it's also got a power glide from PTC as well. It's going in my 3,400 pound duster. We think it's going to be 3,400 pounds. We'll have to see when it gets done, but the goal is 3,400 pounds or less, and we want it to go 490s on a no prep. That's the goal with the car. Is it going to happen? We'll see. I've only ever seen one stock block, big block Mopar with a turbo. It's right here on YouTube. I forget the channel's name, but it's in a dart. It ran pretty good. It ran until I think he went to an aluminum block finally, and then he did big things. But we're gonna see what this thing does. So let's finish buttoning it up. We got to get the timing cover on. We got to get the rear main seal in. We got to get the girdle on it and the oil pump, and then this thing will be done minus the oil pan. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and start working on it and get this thing buttoned up. Woo! All right, guys, so we got timing cover on. She's looking good down there, and we got the rear main seal all in and gobbed together with the RTV. Make sure it don't leak. And also we had an issue with the bolts. We always do, because it's 12 point to get it down in there. So to alleviate that, we went and got some cap screws. Now the ones we got are 3/8 by 16. That's the threads in the block, and those are 3.5 inch long cap screws, and it worked perfectly. It's tight. It'd be good. Now we got to go through and straight edge everything, and kind of measure how much shim we need for the girdle. Yep. So this will probably take a while, but let's go. All right, so you put on your spacers. All this is for the girdle spacers, and then you got to shim it out to where it's straight edge. Go across here and make sure it's flat, right? So they send you a variety of different shims. You use a filler gauge, whatever, until it's flat. Then we're going to test fit this bad boy. All right, so what a headache that was. Basically, none of these holes are drilled out correctly. I wish I just would have ran a drill bit through it. I mean, it's pretty thick. But, so you shim that, get that setting down. You run a Beta RTV all the way around it. As the instructions, I know I use RTV for everything, but as the instructions, you run RTV all the way around. Put this on. The oil pan studs had to come out. Then you put the oil pan studs back in. We had to put a few of them back in with like a towel and a vice grip. And then you torque the center ones down to 75 foot-pounds in 3 25 foot-pound increments. So as you see right now, he's going and he's torquing it down, but it's coming together. Click. As you see, there's ARP. That one didn't click. not clicking. All right, so RTV coming out. It's torqued down. Good to go, right? Now when it dries, we go back through and clean up all this RTV. But I want to get it to dry first, and I'll just take a razor blade, get on through there. Next up, oil pump. First, I got to clean this. I got to find my Brillo pad and clean that where it's been sitting. So let's get that. All right, so kind of halfway sort of got the oil pump on. It's the only one with the lock washer. These two need to be just a touch smaller, and this one needs to be about an inch smaller. So I think these are like 4.5. They need to be a 4. This one probably needs to be like a 3.5. So now it's kind of on there. We're moving on to putting the balancer on. Once the balancer on, then we're done for the day. Because there'll literally be nothing else we could do. Yeah, I'm happy. I mean, this will be a complete short block minus those 3 bolts that we need and my oil pan. Can't put lifters in it, obviously, because the lifters will just fall out. What else? Yeah. While I'm here, I need to measure that crank adapter spacer deal. And yeah, see if the one I have, it measures 0.57, so not 1/16. I think that one's a 1/2 inch. So we'll have to go get ours turned down, because I haven't seen any that said that they're different sizes. So not a big deal. I messed up my paint a little bit. Oh no. I was cleaning out the oil pump thing with the brake clean. I sprayed it and it went straight, straight through where it's supposed to. And then I hit one of the bolt holes and it got up in my eye, my mouth and everything. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to touch up the paint a little bit. Not a big deal. But let's get this balancer installed, and then I want to do a quick price breakdown to see how much money I actually have in this thing. I think it's going to be good to see. Be real funny. Anyway, let's get it. All right. So here she is in her glory, all together. Now, this is taking a lot longer. Typically, we could throw them up. I say throw it together loosely. Like, we put it together right. It'll take about a day. This one has followed us every step of the way. Just because, like, we have boats laying around for like stock stuff, but we don't have boats laying around for, like, the Meladon big boy oil pump or whatever. We don't have boats laying around for that billet. It's not a billet. I don't know why I say billet. It's aluminum. Whenever I talk about aluminum, I often say billet. Anyway, we didn't have the aluminum remain seal bolts, but we finally got that figured out. Stuff like that. So, if you're interested, here's the price breakdown. So, we started off with this. We started off with another block. We couldn't use it. So that block had a little bit of rust on the inside of it, and the guy didn't feel comfortable using it, which he also didn't get it back to me for like 8 months. So the block was $400. We just replaced it with this block. It's the one that came out of the satellite. So $400. Then we have the Eagle crank. The Eagle crank is a 4/15-inch stroke Mopar rod journals, which I wish I would have changed that to a Chevy. 4340. That was $844. So $845, I think it was like 90 cents. Then we got the rods, which are just Eagle H-beam rods, $599.99. Then we have the Icon pistons. Icon pistons, it's a 40 over motor. It's about 10.8 to 1. It's going to be run on E85. Kind of wish I got it closer to 12 to 1, but is what it is. A lot of old guys think that whenever you're building a boost motor, you want to build like 8 to 1 or 8.5 to 1. No, we want compression. Basically, what it boils down to is the quicker the car is on just motor, the quicker it'll be when you add boost to it. But anyway, $650 for the pistons. Now the King bearings, the main bearings were $89.99 and the rod bearings were $69.99. As far as the total seal rings, they were $119.99. So that brings our rotating assembly up to, I don't know what it is, I had to put it there, So on top of that, then we had our cam. It's a special grind from Bullet. They basically spec'd it. I told it what converter I had, what gear, all that good stuff, how much the car weighs, compression, you know, power adder, all that good stuff. They made me the cam, and the cam was $585 plus shipping and all that stuff. Now, some of this everything I told you I've gotten new. All right, the main girdle that'll come with the main studs, the oil pan studs, the actual girdle, all the shims and everything like that was $475.99. Brand new, you know, milling, high volume, never get the high pressure, high volume oil pump, $140. Now, for the Melodon, you know, single line thing, it goes to your oil pan. It's got a single line with a pickup in there. We got that used. We got it used for $240. Brand new, they're like $600. So we got a steal there. Moving on to the roller timing set, $130 will get you the double roller timing set. About what, $12 for a cam button? Yeah. Plus bolts, which is $10 on Amazon. So, moving out from that, we have the Indy timing cover. I don't know how much they are. I bought that one used. Guy bought it for a motor, never finished the motor, so I bought it from him. Paid $150 for it. I think they're like $270 some dollars, brand new. Now we got an ATI super dampener. We bought used. He got that for me for my birthday, I do believe. $150, brand new. They're like $550. Or no, it was $200. Brand new, they're $550. Or no, $479. Sorry, I'm throwing numbers out everywhere. $479 for the ATI super dampener. The Innovation West is $550. So that would give you a complete short block for a grand total of. Now also my oil pan, one we had sitting around, it's a Drexler style oil pan. Basically it's flat all the way across the bottom, and it's got, you know, it's already got a pickup in it. If you get one used, pretty much like what essentially I did, you're probably looking at like $200. If you buy new though, it's like $600-700. So our pickup's not inside the motor like a lot of people's. Ours comes off. It's going to come off here, and then there's a bung in the oil pan, and it's got like a pickup, so it'll always pick something up. It can technically never run dry. So the next thing after this would go to like a dry sump, and we're not doing that. For the flex plate, to finish this thing out, flex plate that I have, 100, and I believe it's, I'll look right quick, $199.99 for the flex plate. The adapter crank spacer or flex plate spacer to a Power Glide, it was $69.99. I still got to measure. We might have to turn it down a little bit, so that'll cost, you know, probably $40-50. So not a big deal. So grand total, everything that we have now is this. Now obviously we still have the Indy heads to put on it. Those are $2,800, brand new, never been touched. You got like $300 valve covers. There's a random cat that just walked. Hey kitty kitty, what are you doing? Got a brand new. Okay, you know, the heads.
I think, my opinion, ever made.
Says the best filter he's ever ran. So, then also, you know, we have like Harlan shop rockers. Those are $1,200. We're gonna order the Smith Brothers push rods. The Comp Cam solid roller lifters. Those are about. I'm not looking those up. I'm gonna say those are like $400 or $500. So all in all, you'll see the calculated prices because I'll do the math and then I'll add it. As obviously you saw it, but I would say I have probably close to $15,000 in this motor on the stock block. Oh yeah, machine work, $1,500. 1,543 schmackaroonies for machine work. I don't know if I told you that. Oh yeah, so $70 also for the rear main seal aluminum piece. Oh yeah, the ARP 2000 rod bolts that we upgraded to, those were another $84. Anyway, it's a lot of money. I never thought I'd put this much in a stock block, but here we are. So that's gonna do it for us. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and you know, you'll probably see this tomorrow on the 1st. I'll be out testing with Brian for no prep testing. So that video will probably be coming out Monday, Tuesday, and then I still ain't heard nothing from Troy Finchie, so we'll probably be doing the Mustang giveaway again. He's running out of time, so I'm not gonna go through this live whenever if I give it away again. Not gonna go through the live and check everybody's name. That's not gonna be on me. That's gonna be on you. So figure out if your subscriptions are public. And then we'll get to doing the drawing on the 4th if I don't hear nothing by then. So catch you guys next time. Peace.